What's up, you guys? My name is Hutch, and I make videos and put them on the internet. And I usually have a Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Did you put somewhere?
Fuck. That's probably a good thing that she did that because I get so distracted that I can't really get to the point. So I'm gonna keep this intro short. This is the second video in a series of videos I did with Frankie on PC in 1080p. It's my Crysis 3 gameplay, and it's just us rapping about whatever. If you guys are curious as to who Frankie is, if you didn't already know before, or are now interested, I will put the link to his channel in the description of this video. And let me know if you guys want to see more sort of just informal chats with some other people that you might be interested in. People asked me to bring back Camp Hutch quite a bit, but I fucking hated the name for that show. Hated it since day one. So I'm just not even gonna call these anything. If you guys would like to, if you guys think it would be interesting if I had a conversation with someone else, then I'm open to suggestions for who you guys would like to see me invite on. So enjoy the video, and I'm gonna go.
2 months maybe, and even then,
Rep Pro got a little bit overpowered. Like I think they took footsteps a little bit too far.
I like sound whoring. I have a good.
I do as well.
I don't pretend to not like it. I want Sit Rep Pro in the game so I can hear people's footsteps.
I think they ought to just like model all the basic stuff off Call of Duty 4, and they just add they ought to start with that as their base game for the next one, and they just add little bits on top that they can balance in.
But I really like Black Ops 2. I think Black Ops 2 is the best one since COD 4, hands down. And in my mind, it's on par with COD 4, which pisses a lot of people off. But
it's got
so
very
many more features than COD 4 did. So many more features, and people hang on to the COD 4 for the nostalgic purposes. And the game and the maps were great, but I really think Black Ops 2 is a good game. But I do agree with you that
I think it's the best out of COD 4 as well.
Yeah.
The gunplay actually feels a little bit more skilled, especially since they balanced the SMGs, because they were overpowered to start off with. But now you can pretty much use any gun, which I don't think you could even do in COD 4, because if you use something like the G36 in COD 4...
the weapon balance in COD 4 was horrible, and people just laughed that game as like the best thing ever. And the weapon balance was terrible. It was like M16 and MP5, and that was it. And maybe P90. But
yeah.
But it was still fun to use the other guns. Like I liked using the 74U and the P90, and like I got so good at COD 4 that a Scorpion was just like, whatever, let's do it. You know, on show, you don't. What an ACOG, let's go for it. Let's go nuts. Like you got so good at the game that you got bored and you had to make your own little meta games with it.
Oh yeah. I played a lot of COD 4 Pro. Like it was literally my game for like 2 years straight. Well, COD 4 Pro mod that they had on PC, and it was just. It's an insanely good game, but then again, people do tend to look back at older games and think that they're better than they used to be.
Yes,
that's what.
Called euphoric recall, Frankie.
Yeah.
They tell people that no, seriously, they tell people that. They tell people, you probably know this. I don't mean to be presumptuous and think that you don't know this, but they tell people who are drug addicts, they warn them about euphoric recall when they look back on that time in their life and remember it to be a good time. Because their brain wants them to. Now, I don't think that COD 4 was bad, and I had a good time, but I do not think it was a masterpiece. I think it was very, like... No, I think
they made some simple errors. Like, the stuns were better than the flashes, but if they changed around the animation so it took longer to throw a stun, it'd be better.
And you didn't get
simple things like that, yeah.
Yeah, and you didn't get hit markers with flashes either. And so, and so that balance was terrible right there, so all you saw was concussion nades. And then stopping power and jug was basically all you saw for the... I mean, that game is not balanced well at all, but the maps are phenomenal. And I think that's what makes a Call of Duty game great more than weapon balance or tuning. I think the maps have to be really sound. And I didn't, you know, and I really liked... Sorry, go ahead.
I still think the maps are a little bit better in COD 4 than they are in Black Ops 2. Crash Fire, Overgrown Pipe, I think they're some of the best maps ever made in Call of Duty.
Yeah, well, I'm not a pipeline fan, but I love. No, it's too big. I don't like. But I like Overgrown. That's a weird thing. If it's big, it has to be open so I can pull out a sniper and just go to town. If it's big and there's lots of buildings and stuff, then I'm like, so boring.
Yeah, it's urban warfare.
It's so
with the MP5.
Yeah.
The best gun in the game. Oh my god. Well, dude, I tell you what, we've got some very similar opinions. So this will be a good video, I can tell. She's your wife, isn't she, Liz? Is
Yeah,
she?
my friend, I locked that down as quickly as I could.
Yeah.
The day she said yes to me, I said, we're going to Vegas, and I drove the next day 10 hours to Vegas and made sure that I had it in writing. Wait, you're saying yes, right? Thankfully, it's worked out wonderfully because I'm having such a good time.
She seems really nice. Like, she seems really nice and fun. I like that she sits in the background and just does something random, but she's actually listening to your video.
Yeah, you know
Maybe
what?
if he likes.
None of you will ever. Not, I fear none of you will ever know just how interesting she is because she's very shy, and I almost kind of like that she prefers to not be a part of all this most of the time. But
Yeah.
yeah, you know, it's a shame because I'd love other people to hear.
Oh yeah.
I think she's brilliant. I try to tell her, I'm like, dude, you and me should just rap about shit and put it up online somewhere.
That would get views. That would definitely get. If anybody came for tips on this video on YouTube, Hutch has got one right there for you.
Wait, what's my
Sounds
tip
like a
this game? I get tips out. No way.
Hutch rapping with Liz. That's 1 million views right there. I can tell you.
No
Definitely.
way, dude. No way. They don't care. They don't care.
That's 2 million.
They don't care anymore. My views are going down, but like but actually not bad. It's kind of interesting what's going on my channel because like right now I'm kind of purposefully pushing out anyone who is purely there for like gameplay stuff and very kind of rude. I don't care if people are there who just want to watch gameplay videos and aren't rude. I don't care about that at all. Just don't watch the vloggy stuff. But I'm placing more of an emphasis on other stuff. I really kind of want to transition. It's not kind of. I am transitioning out of what people have known.
I get asked quite a lot by people like, how do you deal with trolls on YouTube? And obviously you've been doing it like perhaps 4 years now, and I've been doing it a couple. Like, what's your opinion on that, dude? How do you actually deal with them? You know, because everybody gets trolled, no matter how good your videos are.
I think it depends on how important it is to you. If you, from what I hear from you, it doesn't. It's like water off a duck's back. It doesn't affect you.
I didn't record. I ought to put that bit. I ought to tell them that bit because we were just talking before Hutch and I about how we deal with trolls and stuff like that. And I said that I've got like a basic, like my basic opinion on life generally is that people should do whatever makes them happy. Obviously, you have to work for some stuff, and that makes them happy in the long run. But there should be like a base level of respect you have for everybody, and if something makes you happy, like obviously trolling makes some people happy. I don't even understand that, but supposedly they must do it because it does to some extent. But they don't have that base level of respect, and I think if somebody's disrespectful, then you shouldn't care at all about their opinion. So like trolls matter nothing to me whatsoever.
Well, now you've got me thinking, friend. Now you've got me thinking. That's how I fall short in your. And I'm not saying this to be awkward or anything. I agree with that philosophy, and at the same time, humbly admit that I was not made for that. Because I am bothered by what people say, like every day, and I think there's a way to. I think that there's a way to be tactful about it because there are certainly like a lot of kids, and there's something to be said for not picking on a stupid adult too. But